Hello, thank you for listening. I'm currently looking forward to the launch of my short story anthology with Luna Press, which is called Where the Ocean Meets the Sky. Most of the stories are quite humorous, and I'd like to read you a light-hearted, quite a short one, which is entitled The Happy Tree. It was Green Earth Week. Don't ask me who comes up with this corn. I'm not hot on global warming. But I'd done enough crazy things not to jump at the offer of publicity. With that, I'm holding my vegan principles in a creepy, crawly jungle. The promo was for public figures to plant a tree for posterity in the hope that Joe Public followed suit. A bangle of girl band hipsters, 2 soap actors, and an Olympic athlete had signed up, having come third in a reality TV game show, guested in a morning chat show, and appeared in kid telly dressed as a rabbit. My 5 minutes of fame had overrun its decency level. There's no lucrative prime time deal materialising, and I'd returned to my 9-to-5 job, so this was manna from heaven. We'll record you planting a maple tree in May, the producer said. Maple? Doesn't that come as syrup in bottles? I would look a Wally planting a plastic tub. Besides, I live in a second-floor flat with no window box. Great, the producer said when I told her. You'll be an example for urbanites. Everyone can do their bit, no matter where they live. I was to plant a seed in a designer pot with Green Earth Week blazoned on the side. Not even Aunt Jenny would pay to watch me stick a half-chewed apple seed into a carton of compost and recite potty poetry written for the occasion. But if one viewer to the north of Kathmandu tuned in for 1 second, enough said. I gnawed through 4 apples, 3 oranges, 5 plums, a grapefruit and a partridge in a pear tree in the run-up to the filming. And a pile of seeds and poured one out for the programme. I was wearing an orange vet top, so I told the flown-in audience I was planting an orange. What would your dream be for the world? The presenter asked. I wasn't expecting that. I ummed for a second. My dream was to make it big in Hollywood, but that wasn't what the organiser wanted. The presenter smiled and I smiled back and remembered my grand saying that being happy didn't cost the earth. I dream of happiness growing on trees, I said. On this tree. That is a beautiful thought, the presenter said with not a smidgen of sarcasm. There's a moment, like a bit of time of a solar wave kissing earth-hardened shore before the author came up with my line of poetry and I ducked the head into the pot with a Shakespearean flourish. I flunked the verse. I didn't realise until watching the playback. The producer thought it was the best part and didn't cut it. My sister came round to watch and she was in fits of laughter. What have you done with the celebrity? Jade asked, looking around. You haven't killed it, have you? The pot was in the windowsill. The window looked onto the street and the blinds were kept down. Oh, isn't she cute? My sister said. Isn't a baby, you know. To my surprise, a needle-thin shoot was sprouting from the soil, complete with 2 button leaves. They were smiling at us. I didn't think oranges were pink, Jess said. The plant was indeed pink, an anemic salmon, but it wasn't green. It could be a pink grapefruit, I said. For no reason, I grinned back at the seedling. Jess filled a glass with water and sprinkled the plant, laughing as she baptized it Lily. The twig bobbed like a Hawaiian dancing girl with water splashed around it. We hadn't started on the bubbly, I swear. 2 weeks went by and my sister's was a joy to behold. It leapt up 20 centimetres and branched out to fill the pot with marvellous pink foliage and fragrance wafting across my room. Close your eyes and you'd breathe in a tropical paradise washed by an azure sea. I had a party to mark my 21st birthday. It was well after 2 in the morning when they were banging on the door. More friends arriving, I hoped. But peeking through the bye-hole, I made out 2 dern-faced coppers, the real McCoy, not Fraser and Tom messing around. I opened the door. My down-there neighbour, Grumpy Glenda, was squashed between the PCs. Disturbing the peace, public nuisance, noise pollution. What a delightful plant! It smells like my gran's apple pie, the first policeman said. Hey, it's grooving to the music, his colleague added. You're going to join in? I invited them. Just for an hour, or 3, Glenda said. I'll get my husband. Luke loves a boogie. Glenda and I have been mates ever since. I wore one of the pale mauve flowers in my jacket when I went into town. Everybody smiled at me. Probably melted like polar ice caps. I got a job as a dancer in the local club. The bank manager agreed an extra large overdraft, interest-free, and the shop assistant gift-wrapped my crisps. The bus driver had changed galore and the baby in the bus stopped crying. The marketing potential was ginormous. Pounds, dollar and euro clicked in my eyes. There's one catch. Although Lily produced a multitude of sturdy, sweet-smelling blossom, evermore to please me it seemed, none germinated to produce viable seeds. I googled the internet. Lily was either a dual hybrid or lacking a partner for cross-germination. I planted the remaining mouldy seeds in my jar, but none grew. I wrote into a gardening magazine and received a diagrammatic information sheet on how to propagate cuttings. I followed the instructions, investing in agars and rooting solutions, but instead of growing new plants, Lily was left sadly mutilated. After a month of trying for a baby, Lily developed a blue spot on her lowest leaf. Jess noticed it first. What have you done to Lily? Is she pot-bound? I said, remembering an article in the gardening magazine. I repotted Lily 3 times, but the situation got worse. What about mineral deficiency? Jess was never short of ideas. I doused the plant in miracle fertiliser. The spot became an ugly patch and the leaf fell off. Another leaf turned blue and shriveled. My happy plant was dying. The end came mercilessly fast, with the last leaf dropping off on New Year Eve. Jess cried, but I was glad. I couldn't stand the rancid odour of rotting carbon oozing from the pot. It was worse than Uncle Joe's socks. A droplet of sap wept from the last twig before the dump toppled over. My tree had enjoyed its minute of glory. Green Earth Week hadn't been a success. The climate wasn't right. There were no plans to repeat the event. I thought about keeping the pot as a souvenir, but cleaning it out put me off. I tossed everything in the wheelie bin before Jess came up with a ludicrous funeral service. I put it down to Lily being a freak mutant, brought about by pouring unwanted carrot soup into the pot. It gave us fun for a while, but everybody knows, like money, happiness doesn't grow on trees. A landfill site, several miles away. A homeless tramp hobbles about the dump. It's raining, and a chill wind pierces his ancient mac. His bones haven't thawed from the night before. He bends, a string of vituperations dribbling from his blue lips, and then smiles. Budding from the clay soil, massed new paper mountain and layers of detritus, is a fragile pink stem, growing in soft focus before the tramp's methylated spirit-soaked eyes. He points, and his cough becomes a chuckle as the plant offers up its vibrant cerise leaves. A rainbow glimmer through the thunder clouds, caressing the coral-pink branches. A bud forms, setting a cascade of silver-pink blossoms giggling into bloom. The tramp holds his sides, doubles over in hilarity, then leaps 3 feet into the air, tossing arms wide. An explosion of glittering barcoal projects millions of tiny, shimmering seeds into the breeze to drift far, far away. Oh, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. As I said, there's 10 more stories in the collection. Currently, I'm working on a longer piece, a fantasy novel, which again involves the sea, and it's called Travels with an Organ to Perilous Lands. However, that is for a future date. So, meanwhile, keep safe and thank you for listening. Bye.